simple question that turned into a life change for me. And I think it could for you tonight too if you stay with me. He asked me, he said, Tony, I know for years you've helped people change their lives many ways, but the first thing you do with everybody is put them in a peak state. Because as you described, energy-rich states, high energy states, are the states that make humans thrive. When humans get low energy, things break down. Just like your computer with enough energy breaks down, anything breaks down. The universe has entropy. When the energy goes low enough, things come apart. That's what makes your relationship come apart. And what also can bring it back together. So we're having this conversation. He says, so you talk about peak energy, peak state versus lousy state. You talk about energy rich versus energy poor states. I said, yeah. He said, what if we just changed 2 words and traded them out? What if we took the word peak state or energy rich, high energy state, and we called that a beautiful state? Well, that works. So what's a beautiful state? Anything that's a high energy state. Love, joy, passion, courage, determination, fun, playfulness. How many get the idea of what I'm talking about, those states? Say aye. A beautiful state is a high energy state, and in that state, it's easy to connect with people, it's easy to influence, it's easy to enjoy your life. He said, but instead of low energy, or energy poor, or a lousy state, what if every moment in your life you're either in a beautiful state, or you're in a suffering state? Now, I didn't like that word suffering, because I'm an achiever. We don't suffer, we don't even get fearful, we just get stressed. Who knows what I'm talking about here? Say aye. So if you would have said to me 2 years ago, Tony, do you suffer? I would have laughed at you. Suffer? I have 4 of the most amazing kids. I've got the most amazing wife. I've got 31 companies. We do $5 billion in sales in 7 radically different industries. I got 1,200 employees. I'm able to go travel around the world. I have my health, my vitality, and I have a mission I love, and I have millions of people that I love and that love me. I've not suffered. But I was wrong. Because by the definition of suffering he gave me, it would be any state you enter into that lowers the energy significantly. And if I looked at that, I'd have to say, well, I do get pissed off, and I certainly get frustrated, and I get really stressed. And I don't like calling those suffering states, but are they states of suffering in your body and your mind? Yes or no? Tell me quick. Yes. So, the first step to freeing yourself is to realize you suffer. I didn't even acknowledge I suffer, because I didn't suffer very much. But what I decided when I met him, I had this great conversation. He said, Tony, he said, I think, like you, I used to think stress, frustration, overwhelm, those are just natural parts of being in business, having lots of people, lots of companies, lots of things. And he said, it's not. You're the one who taught me about survival software. He said, all of that suffering comes because the mind, not your mind, the mind, where all that information is stored. I know it sounds weird. So did the idea of invisible waves going in a box, but they're true, even though you don't see it. So if you can understand this, then the first step is to realize you suffer, and maybe to find out what's your favorite flavor of suffering. Where do you tend to go too often? What would your favorite flavor of suffering be? Which one do you overuse? There it is, freaked out, eyeballs. You guys missed it with the